JK Rowling has reacted to the outpouring of grief as the nation mourns the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest-reigning monarch in British history. The famed Harry Potter author has praised Her Majesty for performing her royal duties right up until her dying days in an emotional post yesterday. The 57-year-old reflected on the Queen's reign as she admitted the head of state is all the British public has known for the past 70 years. The acclaimed author offered some kind words as the nation begins 10 days of mourning following the monarch's death. The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral yesterday as senior royals rushed to be at her bedside. Members of the royal family made their way to her Scottish residence following the news that she had taken a turn for the worst. Only King Charles III and Princess Anne are understood to have made it in time to be at her side. Taking to Twitter, JK Rowling penned a heartfelt message, in view of her 13.9 million followers. She wrote, "Some may find the outpouring of British shock and grief at this moment quaint or odd, but millions felt affection and respect for the woman who uncomplainingly filled her constitutional role for 70 years. Most British people have never known another monarch, so she's been a thread winding through all our lives. She did her duty by the country right up until her dying hours, and became an enduring, positive symbol of Britain all over the world. She's earned her rest. #the Queen." Social media users flocked to comment on the post, as fans reacted to the devastating news. Twitter user, @fem_MB wrote, "Even those of us who aren't British feel it. She was a constant in all our lives, an example of grace, dignity and unwavering devotion to duty." Tyler Tills penned, "Nobody finds it odd for the UK. She's a figurehead who didn't make anyone's lives worse or better. Easy to be beloved when you're a symbol." Charles Ray added, "Affection and respect, those are words you don't hear much of nowadays, and we are all the poorer for it. She was, if not the mother then the grandmother of the nation, and we mourn her loss." Rod Stewart devastated after family loss hours before Queen dies. Latest feels as if Britain is crying. Joan Collins pays tribute to Queen. Tributes Donny Osmond deeply saddened as he recalls meeting Queen royals, in a statement at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, Buckingham Palace said, "The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow." Charles has become King Charles III, having acceded to the throne immediately on the death of his mother, and Camilla is now Queen consort. It comes as the UK has entered a period of national mourning for the beloved Queen, who dedicated her life to royal duty and for most Britons is the only monarch they have ever known, with crowds gathering outside Buckingham Palace in central London last night. In a statement, Charles said, "The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family. We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so widely held." Crowds gathered outside Buckingham Palace last night in an outpouring of grief and love. People sang the national anthem with some weeping when officials carried a notice confirming the Queen's death to the gates and the flag was lowered to half-mast. Floral tributes and candles have been left at the London royal residence, as well as Windsor Castle and Balmoral.